Hello, everybody. Good evening, and welcome back to Cooking the Haydens. I'm Car Boot Chris, and as you can see, I'm stuck on my own tonight. Belle's just not up to it, I'm afraid. She is just doing everything she can just to get through her working day at the moment. So we wish Belle better for next week, hopefully. So you're stuck with me tonight, unfortunately. Hopefully, you will have a decent show anyway. I know it won't be as good, but this is the way it is. Sometimes she's not up to it and she's not feeling great tonight. So yeah, there you go. Just me. I hope everybody is good. We have a jam-packed show tonight. Loads of stuff coming up tonight. We've got our main topic is all about how eBay, for me anyway, has been possibly, actually, I might have been saved about an hour ago from a shoe sale. Might have saved me from the worst week as a full-time reseller. It's been shocking for me. We'll talk about that a bit later, so keep all your thoughts to yourself and we'll come back to it. Put a pin on it and let's come back. We've got some shout outs to do. We've got comment of the week. We've got This Is Heavy. Yes, I've done it. I've got it sorted for tonight. So we've got the This Is Heavy competition. We'll talk about Whatnot as always. Whatnot Wednesday again this week. We've got a mystery box to auction. So just hang around for that as well if you're into mystery boxes. I brought one back for us. Duck race later, loads going on. 314 grams, says Jeff. Okay, before we do any of that, I've just seen the muffin has said, get plenty of rest, Belle. That's very kind of you, Fluffy Muff. Really appreciate it. And Belle will appreciate it as well. She's currently got her feet up downstairs, just trying to chill out. Because she has been working today, even though it's bank holiday. She's been doing a bit of overtime, which she was already committed to, so she had to get through it. But thank you, Fluffy Muffin. I shall pass that on and tell Belle that you sent your best. Appreciate it. Right, before we do anything, I've got to say hello to as many people as possible in the allotted 2 minutes, just so that we can get all our hellos in. And as soon as the music starts, we're going to do it. So say hello now if you've not already, and we'll try and beat Chris to the bottom. So here we go. Let's get back to the comments. Okay, we got Prozes in. Tori is here. Hi, Damien DB. Sharon Bradford's in. Welcome, Sharon. Armsy is here. ABL Dave. Once Love Treasures. Thank you, Once Love, for your duck race prizes coming up the next few weeks. AMPR, welcome. Good evening. Kevin Hawthorne from Florida. Thank you for the emails, Kevin. Alan Starbucks is here. Go grab a coffee. Oh dear. Yorkshire Mix, welcome. I'm terrible at this because I like highlighting people. The Goat Jazz is here. Fluffy Muffin, I've already said hello to, but another one. Jeff Davids, welcome. Come on, Chris. Rachel Nash. Laura. Kathy. Should I say it a bit louder? Emsden, I hope you've had a good week off, chilling out from YouTube. Fletch one is here. The Secret Carper, welcome. Hopefully Belle's here tonight. Sorry, but thank you anyway. Come on, Lisa. There you go, Lisa. Fix It, Tommy Lee Jones. Cherry James in. Pete's Toys. Bills and Moon, Limelight, Vinty. Lisa, I've said it twice. Darren Hawkins. Hi, Darren. Welcome. Debbie from California. Welcome. Hi, Debbie. Jason T. Smith, sidekick. Let's see who else we got in. Oliver Ian, Little Steve, Fezzer. Oh my God, Mr. Crummy's here. Lindsay and Alvin, the Dumpster Divers. Delboy Dan, Talia, Ivy Julie. Oh, we're on the roll here now. John at YLM, welcome. My eyes are literally going funny. Flipping Tasty, Jack of All Trades, Alice in Wonderbands. We're pretty much at the end of the music. That means 2 minutes is up. Have I managed to get everyone? No, I haven't. Lynn, Helen. I think I've done pretty well there. Hi, Brooke. And Bella. Oh, it started again. Let's carry on. Quick. Shabba's here. Oh, God. Oh my gosh, you're all chatting and I can't tell what's going on. We started again, so we'll carry on. Jason Entwistle's here. Have I said DB resells? Oh, Kimmy Kitty. We've got, Ella. Stephen, welcome. Thank you, appreciate that. Phil Higginson. We're cheating here, we're cheating. Flipping hell, we are cheating. It's my show, I'm going to cheat. Mike and Francis, hi, let's get to the bottom. Gwaz, welcome everybody. Glamour's Closet, hi Dana. Dippin Williams, James Holloway, welcome. The Bargain Hunter UK, we are absolutely flying. I Dream of Crafting, welcome. Deborah, welcome. Saunter on man, welcome. Jez, we are definitely going to hit the bottom. Greg's here. Kim on Facebook, welcome. Flogsome Togs, Jason Mylan. Oh my Christ. Scouse Dan, Jilly B, welcome. Chris Tyler. Come on, Cliff Bone. Nikki. Tom Beresford. Are you all sick of this yet? Left-handed's in. I think I'd get everybody. Chris Smith, welcome. Nafanify. I think that's it. Jason Mylan, I've said that, I think. I've done it! Beat Chris to the bottom, you failed. You failed. There you go. Woo Woo. Oh, I'm worn out. Woo Woo's the last one in. Right, welcome everyone. I'm Ryan as well. Thanks, Ryan. Right. It's going to be a jam-packed night. Don't forget, this is the only place to be on a Monday night at 8 p.m. There's literally nothing else going on YouTube. There's nothing else going on that's of any interest to anybody. So make sure you stick with us. So much to talk about. And Belle herself is here. I thought she was watching Willow, the series. Hi, everyone. Sorry, not with you. My level of existence is breathe and blink at the moment. Thank you for Get Wells. There you go. And Fluffy the Muffin sent you a $4.99 super chat, Belle. Didn't he do well? I did it twice. We have missed M's Den, though. I've missed M's Den for the last week. No YouTube for Men's Den. No videos. There you go. Lots saying, hope you feel better, Belle. Keep breathing. Yeah, good idea. Thank you, Damien. Cheers. Yeah, thank you. Cheers, Jeff. Thanks. There you go. Thanks to the Fluffy. I watched a bit of it before, Fletch. I weren't that impressed. Thought the acting was a bit pants, to be fair. I really did think it was a bit pants. Okay, let's crack on with the show because we've got so much to do. Let's start off. I've not done one of these for ages, but I felt like doing one this weekend. Well, today, actually. Where is it?
Our survey said...
Right, thanks to everybody who responded to my survey on YouTube. And the survey I did today was, do you treat bank holiday as a day off? So if you're reselling, do you treat any of the bank holidays as a day off? And I was actually really surprised about the answer to this. And 36% of you, the majority, only a tiny bit over the majority, but 36%, 1 in 3, just over, said, yes, you have a day off and basically everybody else is having a day off, so why shouldn't we have a day off? And it's a very, very fair comment. And I'm really surprised that the percentage was so high. But then the next two were neck and neck. These two answers were 32% each. And that was no, I just get on with it like every other day. So 32% of you just crack on and just carry on working. And 32% of you also said, I do a bit of a mixture. So I do less work than a normal day, but I do get some work done. So I thought that was interesting to ask that question because myself, as you know, because Sloth commented and said, oh, you know, you never get a day off as a reseller. And I totally agree with that. You never have a true day off because you're either checking your messages, you're responding to offers, you've got scheduled listings going on. You're always doing something, aren't you? Or you're sourcing, you're out at charity shops, at boot sales. You know, you're always doing something. Even when I'm on holiday abroad, there isn't a day goes by when I'm not working. Never, ever, ever. But when I said, like, do you have a day off? I just mean from the general day-to-day sort of listing, that kind of thing. Do you take the day off? And I'm surprised that a third of you actually take the whole day off. So it was interesting to see what you'll do. Yeah, Belle. Yeah, but Belle chose to work. She chose to work a couple of weeks ago because she gets extra money and an extra day off. And I agree, not everybody gets a bank holiday, but I'm just saying the majority of the population, you know, the working population get a bank holiday. If you enjoy what you do and you don't need time off, a normal day for the legend. Fair enough. Chris has a day off on bank holiday Monday and sends Belle to work. No, I was working today. Friday we had an easier day. We did some stuff on Friday, but today we were both working flat out. We just had a full day today working. Joan had a day off but answered questions, did some packing. That's what I mean, you see, Joan. We never really truly have a day off, do we? Sandra's been rapping most of the afternoon. What have you been rapping to, Sandra? That's bad, I know. Dippin says I've listed 7 items today and done some packing. Yeah, similar to me, although I've listed a little bit more, and I've done my packing as well. Delboy Dan, I've been busy listing weekend pickups and packing orders for collection, but having a day off with the kids tomorrow, half term. Right. Yeah, well, you swap your days around a bit, don't you? Especially when kids are involved. Time is money. My partner worked Monday. He's self-employed. Cool. Yeah. I was working all day today. Friday, we took it a bit easier. Bank holiday Mondays are great for car boot sourcing stock. Yeah, I didn't do a car boot today. I did a car boot Saturday and Sunday, so I was a bit knackered by today. 5:30 get ups. That was enough for me. I didn't want to get up again at 5:30. Damien said I did some shipping on Saturday to take the edge off it. Never ship Saturday otherwise. I did some shipping on Friday. I dropped off on Friday, but I didn't drop off today. No, I didn't. I had to work bank holiday because of staffing level. You chose to do it, you fibber. You said, shall I work Monday or Friday? And you chose. That's what you told me. I spent the weekend sourcing, listing, packaging, listing, etc. Lots of listing then. Put a like on the stream. Thank you, Muffin. Has Belle forgiven you for the haul? She kind of rolled her eyes a bit. She did roll her eyes. Steve says I take the bank holidays off. However, since COVID, it seems a lot of the shops also closed, so it's just a chill day now. Yeah, not all the shops are open these days, are they? Yorkshire Mix went to an outdoor auction. Blimey. A lot of people had bad weather today, though, didn't they? So yeah, lots of discussion over this one. Monday or Friday. That's a choice. All right, here we go. Well, me and Belle just have a domestic here on the chat. No, I was going to pick up Friday as an extra. I had to work today. Oh, okay. Maybe you didn't explain yourself properly. That's probably what I'm putting it down to. Working a bank holiday sucks. Well, I guess so, but when you get like time and a half or double time, some people get, and you get your day back when you want to use it, I guess it works to your advantage, doesn't it? Jeff says our bad cat meows at 5:30 every day until we get up. Why don't you get one of them automated feeders, Jeff, that opens up at a certain time? Then you don't have to get up. There you go. Job done. I've just saved your life. Flip and Phil did a vintage kilo sale this morning. Went to lunch with the family. Non-league match afternoon. Just finished shipping now. That sounds like a good day, Flip and Phil. I hope you got some good stuff at the kilo sale. I've not been to one for quite a while. I used to enjoy going to them. Sourcing over the weekend, says Greg. Hi, Sophie. Joan says, I'm out of touch. Is there news of your house move, Chris? Everything's just plodding along at the minute, Joan. Everything is, it's just in the process. When you are doing searches on your new house and all the inquiries that the solicitor have to ask questions and all that. So it's happening both ends, really, for us for buying and for us to sell. So yeah, it's just plodding along. We're about 5 weeks since we started the process, so we're still going. Some bad weather in Southampton by the looks of it. Goat Jars worked Good Friday and Saturday at Waitrose, went to Car Boot Sunday, wrapping today. Chilled watching the football. Too tired to argue with me. That's the excuse, isn't it? That's the excuse. I think you probably didn't explain yourself properly. No, that's not true, Kathy. Not true. By the way, Jeff, Cookie gets us up in the night most nights. If she goes all through the night without getting us up, it's unusual. But most nights, Cookie will get us up probably about 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. And I say us, it's nearly always me that gets up. Rural Squirrel, good afternoon from Colorado. Oh, welcome. What's the weather like in Colorado right now? Let us know. Hi, Adam. We have an auto feeder for the cat, but I need to modify it somehow. It currently puts too much food out. Chris, I thought I signed up for gold, but got a bronze star. Can you let me know what I signed up for? No, that's correct. You get a different color star every time a month goes by. So you start off with bronze. Once you've done a month, you get silver, and then you get gold, and then you get 3 golds. I can't remember what after that, but you get different icons afterwards. There is no bronze. There is no bronze membership. Wow, there's lots of people chit-chatting. Hi, Peter Ray, welcome. Some bad weather in Nottingham, loads of people. Oh, there you go. Royal Squirrel says, to be honest, it's gorgeous here today. Snow in the mountains, but nearly 80 in the valley. Oh, that's nice. 80. Yes. 80 is like a nice summer for us in the UK. Yeah, if when it hits 80 degrees in the UK, everyone's out topless. Well, not the women, but everyone's out half naked, going down to the beach, going crazy, drinking in the sun. Yeah, everything goes mental in the UK when it hits 80 degrees. Mr. Crummy says, waiting on my mystery t-shirt bundle, delayed due to bank holiday, bought off a dodgy bloke. Oh no, I hope it does arrive, Mr. Crummy. Keep your eye on that tracking. Let me know when it comes. Jeff says, after 6 months of gold, Chris and Belle visit your home in person to thank you. I would so love to do that. I really would. You got. Oh, here we go. Stop arguing. Just go watch Willow. Go and watch Willow. Oh, Mikey went to Proper Job. Bought an art book for £2. Only one on eBay. Check the book is worth over £2.40. There you go. Brilliant. There you go. Excellent. Next time I go there, I'm going to look at books a bit more carefully because there's tons of books, isn't there? Absolutely tons. I didn't even know where to start with them, to be honest. It's nice and sunny up in Scotland for once. Right. 80 sure beats 11 degrees from last week. Are you mixing up your Fahrenheits and Celsiuses now? What's 11 in Fahrenheit? Don't know, about 50 or something. I'm up north, so it rained. Anyway, Team Bell, give over. Right, let's do a couple of little segments and then we can move on.
Shoutouts.
I need to give a shout out to Magpie Toys on Whatnot. They're also on Instagram. So if you go and search them out, if you're interested, especially if you like Funkos and figures, excuse me, because Magpie Toys are on Whatnot, and I bought a couple of Funkos off Magpie Toys on Whatnot, and when the parcel arrived, he sent me 2 extra toys, which was really kind of him because he recognized the name, of course. Yeah, you know, Car Boot Chris. Unbelievably, he recognized the name, and he sent me 2 extra toys, which was really kind of him, including this one, which is an amazing Joker bank robber. That's awesome, isn't it? He sent me that free with another one, which I've put downstairs in a drawer. So I've also won another one on Magpie Toys tonight on an auction on Whatnot. So I'm really enjoying their Whatnot because there's some cracking prices for Funkos. So that's not a sponsored thing. I'm just saying thank you because he sent me 2 freebies, which is brilliant. So if you want to check out Magpie Toys, please do so. Shall we do one of our little competitions? Should we do that? Now, before we do it, I need to enlist. Can I rely on Jeff? Jeff, I need your help as the main Cookie and Hayden statistician. I need your help to tell me who's won this. Right? Now, I possibly should have told you the number in advance. That would help. But I'll just announce it, okay? And then I'll announce I'll announce what it is, and then scour for me. I need assistance. Right. Do we get free toys as well if we mention your name? If I had enough to give out, I would do. Right. Okay, let's do the first one. Hang on, where is it?
Great Scott. I know, this is heavy. It's heavy.
Okay. Okay, right. These are the rules. This is heavy. Anyone can enter. Anyone around the world. Don't matter if you're in the North Pole or in Brazil or in Australia. You can enter. And what you've got to do is you've got to guess the weight of the item that I'm about to show you. It must be in grams. I need the number in grams. Okay? If you think it's 1.5 kilograms, I need the answer as 1,500 grams. Okay? If you're not from the UK, you can do a quick conversion tool somewhere, but I want the answer in grams, please. And you mustn't go over. Anyone who goes over the answer is out. So you've got to be as close as you can, but not over, okay? And in the event of a tie, it will be the first person who wrote the answer in the chat. I will write in the chat end, and after that, there will be no more entries, okay? So this little fellow is from Killer Clowns from Outer Space, one of my favorite films ever. Look at the figure. He is a vinyl figure. He's from a soda Funko, soda pop thing, you know, in the cans. So not majorly heavy, just a plasticky figure. And I want to know what it weighs in grams. I'm going to start the 10-second timer. I've given enough time for that delay. So get your answers in the chat now. And I forgot to say the winner will get a prize in the post from me. So I'm going to start the timer.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
I'm just tapping end. That's it. End. There's bound to be people late. Yes, there's latecomers. How can you be late? You've just had about a minute to put that in. Stop being late. Come on. Right. I'm going to give you the answer straight away because I need help to identify the winner. So the answer is 87 grams. So can we have a scour in the chat? I'm going to have a look myself. I'm going to just scroll back. 87 grams is the correct answer. So let's see. Has anybody got it dead on or close without going over? Let's have a look. 87 grams I'm looking for. I've seen one. This immediately gives me a winner because this is the first person to get it right. So in my eyes, Once Loved Treasures has got this. See if anybody else actually managed to get it bang on as well. I don't think they have. I don't think they have. Are we right with that, Jeff? I think, where's Jeff? Chop, chop, you too late. Cliff. Jeff, I think it's Once Loved Treasures. Cliff did 85. Once Loved got it. Once Loved. Thank you very much. That kind of ties in nicely because these guys, Paul is providing a prize for 2 weeks worth of duck race entries. So it's been repaid to you. You don't win him, but you do win a prize in the post. Keep your expectations extremely low. Well done to Once Loved Treasures. But Jason was very close. I think Cliff was very close. I need to write that down. Hang on a minute. Once Loved. Well done. That's our first little game over with. Prize in the post. Happy not to win the cloud. Why do people not like clowns? Is it because of It? Did It, like Pennywise, the original Pennywise, is that what made clowns really creepy? Because prior to that, clowns were everywhere. Yes, Jeff has confirmed Once Loved 87 grams. Excellent, excellent. Well done. Okay, we'll move on. Oh, hang on a second. All clowns are evil. Yep, thanks, Muffin. Pennywise. The original Pennywise. I think the remake Pennywise is not as scary as the original. And I think, you know why I think that is? It's because the original Pennywise just looks like a real clown that you see at the fair or at never been to a kid's party, but you know what I mean? They look like a normal clown. As a child would draw a clown, they look like a clown. But the new Pennywise is a bit more of a different looking clown, isn't he? Clowns were creepy before that. Oh, okay. Hi, Brad. The clown toy in Poltergeist. Ah, yes, I remember that one. Stephen King wrote it because people already hated clowns. Tim Curry was amazing. Poltergeist clown, yeah. Killer Clowns from Outer Space, yes. Okay, right. I'm going to do some thank yous here now, just quickly. If I can find me little thingamajiggy, if you pardon the expression. Big thank you to channel members Steve O'Brano, Yorkshire Mix, Matt Sell Stuff, Glamour's Closet, Paul Daubney, GT Prelove, Cy, Kieran Biddle, Chris Smith, Rachel Nash, Phil Higginson, Brooke, Andy Incognito, Tam and Bell, Sells, Secret Carper, Tori, Emsden UK, Sam, Mick Page, Lindsay and Alvin, the Monkey Thrifter, Fix It for Reselling, The Dave, Soul Steps, Santa, Andrew Milburn, Proza, Dave ABL, DB Resells, Anything Vintage, and SB Reselling. Thank you, everybody. Really appreciate your support being channel members. Big thumbs up to you all. Cheers. Let's do a comment of the week because we've not had one for a few weeks.
It's the comment of the week.
Oh, I just needed a drink because my throat's drying up. It's hard doing it on your own, this on a Monday night. Dear. Right, comment of the week this week. Let's have a look. Where is it? What was the video? The video was, I can't remember. But Michael M said this. He said, "Mate, I fell asleep twice. Get to the point an hour earlier." So I did reply to him. I do like to reply as long as they're not too rude. I don't mind if someone falls asleep. As long as the video kept running while she had a snooze, it's all good. Because at least the adverts would have popped in. I might have earned some money off Michael M. Yeah, there you go. Comment of the week. I don't take stuff like that personally, so it's not a problem, Michael. If you're watching, you've made it to comment of the week. By gum. Oh, hang on a second. Glamours has sent over $10. Thank you, Glamours, Dana. Still doing your taxes. Oh, blimey. You've spent like a whole week doing them. But thank you so much for the super chat. Really appreciate it. That is fantastic. Thank you. The member list has been updated. It has. It has. I didn't realize actually that some of the names had gone onto 2 lines, and I switched them around because they were always in a different order. So I switched them. And Dippin Williams said, "Can we have an early duck race? I've got a 3 a.m. start in the morning." If you hang fire, I'll do it on about the hour-ish, something like that. I can't go too early dipping because once I've done the duck race, everybody will bugger off and they'll leave us. Rachel says, "I can't watch horror films. Couldn't have toys in my bedroom after Poltergeist." Yeah, they are a bit scary, aren't they? Michael M had an interesting profile picture. If he was watching, he's probably asleep now. You could be right. What was his profile picture? Oh, yeah. I didn't even notice that. Where's my comments gone? I don't know. I didn't even notice that. You lot have seen that. Hideous crotch shot. I'm hoping he was running, because it'll have probably ended. All the adverts that have run in their whole entirety, and it might have switched on to the next video at the end. So, doesn't matter to me. That's a Brucey bonus, because most of the time people turn off after 5 minutes, and obviously Michael, he's gone the whole hog. So I'm happy with it. Fletch 1 was scared by clowns. The boy they called Kenny. I made a right mess of my taxes. Didn't realise you needed to declare total sales before fees and then deduct fees. I had just been tracking income. Going to take hours to go back through. It's actually quite a common thing that people do that, Kenny. It can be quite common. I've heard a lot of people do it that way, and then obviously when they realise, you know, your bottom line will be correct, your profit will be correct. It'll be exactly the same number, but your actual income will be incorrect, and your expenses will be incorrect. It's a bugger. It's a bugger. It's hard to do if you don't do it as you go along. I'm pretty sure super chats are tax deductible. Don't quote me though. I'm not an accountant. Oh, Dave, that'd be hard to deal with that. Why are they tax deductible? I don't know. All my YouTube income just goes in as income, and obviously I get taxed on it. We had Coco the Clown come to school in 1972. Jesus. That'll give you nightmares. It was probably the advert that woke him up. Scanning through all the guesses on a mobile device is hard. Scanned 3 or 4 times until they finally saw. Yeah. Well, Belle started using an iPad, so I think she's finding it a bit easier on an iPad. eBay give you gross amount. I think you can find that number, Lisa, in your downloads, in your printouts or whatever you call it. You can find it in your dashboard. But obviously, the money that arrives in your bank account is minus your fees, so it's not your total amount. SB says, going to be focusing this week on adding new photos to old listings and optimizing them rather than keeping on buying more stuff. Need to get stuff shifted. Fair enough. Good plan. Definitely. I would say it's probably a good idea to try and do a mixture of both, like put some new listings up and optimize some of your older ones. Maybe do a mixture of both, in my eyes, would be the best thing to do. Hi, Husty. Welcome. You got to pay tax on tax these days. You got to pay bloody tax everywhere, haven't you? Hi, Mike and Francis. Hope everyone's watched Lindsay and Alvin's video about the buymeacoffee.com. I don't know what that is, Mike and Francis. I don't know. If you remember eBay, it was better, really. Do you remember? eBay used to send you the full amount that you earn and then bill you for all your fees. And that was so much easier to deal with because you had your total income from eBay and then your fees going out as an expense. And then when they changed it and they started deducting your fees first, that made it more complicated for your accounting. It was much better the other way. It just made it so much easier. In fact, they gave you every individual sale, didn't they? That was it. You used to get every individual sale into your account, your total amount that you sold, and then you'd see an expense come out for your fees. And it was kind of a simpler method of dealing with it, wasn't it? Brad loves horrors, especially the slashers. You got some old school ones there, Brad. Buy me. Oh, I know what Buy Me a Coffee is. I did have an account, but I don't think I only think I had a handful of Buy Me a Coffees. I've probably still got an account, but I don't promote it as much. An add-on, Chris, you can add to your YouTube account for people to send support, but what they say when you sign up is, oh, right. Okay. It's a way of donating money to YouTubers, but they take a cut and charge a fee. Well, but they all do that, Mike and Francis. To be fair, most of these services take a cut. Can't believe such a lag tonight. Why don't you come out and come back in again, Amanda? Go out and come back in, or refresh your, do a refresh on your page. Husty says, of all the things I didn't think I would buy from a boot sale was a 3-kilogram box of 1980s Ariel washing powder. No, I'm not going to use it. Yes, I think you did, Chris. You had me buy a cocktail. Yeah, you did. Yeah, I think I only got a handful of buy me a coffee or buy me a cocktail or whatever. But I appreciate it. But all these services take a cut. I'm not sure that there's anything that's free other than just basically just saying, will you send money to my PayPal or my bank, which is, I suppose you could do that, but you know, YouTube take a cut of super chats. They kind of don't make that clear cut when signing up, Chris. Also, they say no minimum to withdraw, but there's a minimum of 20. Oh, okay. So you got to wait until you get to 20 quid to take it out. Yeah. I get it. Hi, Martin. Sorry, Mr. Start. eBay dead. Can't wait. Yeah, eBay is dead as a dodo. And you know what, Martin? That is a perfect entry into our topic of the night. My eBay for the last 7 days, I'll exclude today because today it has picked up a little bit, which has probably saved me from the worst week since I went full-time. When did I go full-time? Was it 2018, 2019 or something? I can't remember. I'm getting old. Before today, it was going to be my worst 7 days ever. It's just been diabolical. It really has. Some people I've seen have had great weeks, and some people have had terrible weeks. I've had a terrible, terrible week. And that graph on the thumbnail, that graph is my actual graph. It goes from being pretty nice, sort of quite high graphs, decent numbers, and then it plummets on the Sunday or the Monday last week. It plummeted and it never recovered. I tried promotions. I did buy one, get one 50% off for 4 or 5 days. Didn't get one taker on that. I changed up my promoted listings. I went a slightly higher percentage. I did the blank bulk edit. I got onto eBay chat on the 4th day saying, what the hell's going on? Where's all my sales? The only saving grace is that I've still managed to maintain, even though it's been a terrible week, I've managed to maintain the fact that I've had no sales days. And I've not had, touch wood, I've not had a no sales day for well over a year. So I didn't have one. I've not had one this year so far, and I never had one for the entirety of last year. So that was 2022. So it's been like a year and a half since I've had a no sales day. So even though the sales have been crap, and some days I've had one sale, and that's no good for a full-timer. It's really not. It's no good at all. Luckily, I've had whatnot income coming in. I've had some private sales, and I appreciate everybody who made some private sales with me last week, quite a few. And some other platform sales too. So that all helps sort of offset a bad eBay week. But something I wanted to ask you guys is, firstly, what's your week been like? Have you had a terrible week? Have you had a great week? Let me know. You can boast if you want. It's not about boasting, but we're just sharing experiences. But a couple of things I wanted to say was, when you're a full-timer especially, it doesn't matter so much when you're part-time, as long as you don't rely on the money. But when you're a full-timer, you've got to make sure that you're not living week to week. Because if you're in a situation where you're living week to week, you're going to find yourself on a sticky wicket at some point. So make sure you've got reserves in the background. And also, a bad week doesn't mean that you're going to have a bad month, because it's easy. I never ever judge your income on one day, and don't really judge it on a week, but you can judge it on a month, because if you've had a terrible month, then maybe you got to look at a few things. You know, what's going on? Is there anything you can do better? Can you list more quality stuff, or can you change up some of your old listings, reduce some prices maybe, or put a sale on? But yeah, just because you have a bad week, it don't mean to say your month is going to be bad. So I'm hoping things will pick up. It's picked up today. I've had a fair day. I wouldn't say it was an amazing day, but it's been better than any of the previous 7 days. But when this happens and you have a bad week, somehow you've got to keep yourself motivated, and it's really, really difficult. I've found some days this week where I thought, you know what, I just can't be bothered. Because when the sales don't come in, it really gets you down, and that's the reality of it. But what you have to do is you have to try and keep yourself motivated, and you have to keep listing through it, even if it's really, really bad. Just keep listing, and those listings, those new listings, will come good in the long run. They will come good. Maybe next week you might make more sales because you listed it on the quiet week. So you just got to keep working through it. I'm saying that from personal experience, is that I've had a bad week, and there's been days when I've not really fancied it, but you've got to try and work through it. So let me know what your experiences has been this week. There's a million different reasons why it could be a bad week, but for me, I always put it down to random chaos. I don't really believe in the old, all the excuses that you can come out with, you know, half term, bad weather, good weather, you know, cost of living crisis. Little things add up to having a bad week, but I don't accept that you can always blame all those things. Sometimes it's just random chaos. I can have an amazing week, you know, I could have an amazing week next week, and there'll be no rhyme or reason to it. There won't be. And I don't believe in payday week either. I think that's a load of rubbish. But that's just me. Anyway, I'll get off my soapbox. There's my little moan. I've got it off my chest. Let's see how all you guys have done. There you go. Husty says, I don't know what you're talking about. eBay's been fine. I won't hear a word of it. I hope it has been fine for you, because at least that means it'll come back round to me again in the future. It's probably bad news if everybody has a bad week. That's probably really bad news for us, because that means there's something desperately wrong. Best donating money to YouTubers by PayPal or other means. I know the only problem, Mike, is it always sounds a bit crude, that, doesn't it? It's like, oh, you know, do you want to just, you know, send me some money? It always sounds a little bit harsh to ask for it like that. But you are right. You are right. Yeah. Martin says, same for me, unless I'm giving the items away or selling for a bare minimum. Yeah. Was it the day you started selling those trainers? No, it wasn't. I've been doing all right with the trainers up to this week. This week's been quiet, although I've done a couple of private sales on them. So that's been handy. Yeah. And some on another platform as well, which has been good. I've got just under what I would get of a week normally, but it's been a very slow week. Managed to scrape some back this weekend. Once Love said I've had a really bad couple of weeks, but last week was actually pretty good. It's been very quiet yesterday and today. You see, when one person's having a bad week, another person has a good week. Sales have started picking up and it's taken a nosedive over Easter weekend. Hopefully just people enjoying time off. Average sale price is well down this month so far. Big factor in what's happening for me. Fair enough. Then said our sales have been rubbish and what has sold has been of low value. Yeah, kind of similar to what Damien said. Lots of people going on holiday. Delboy Dan says eBay's been really good the last 7 days. Had a mixture of sales. Hope it stays that way as mid-March was terrible. You see what I mean? Everybody swings in roundabouts. Like somebody else has a great week, somebody has a bad week, and then it swings back round and it it comes back. I think when we all need to worry is when everybody says they're having a bad week. That means there's something up with eBay or people are not even shopping on eBay, and that is, you don't want that. Today has saved me though, says Damien. March was the worst for us, but it's been doing well this month. Our multi-buy listings still aren't working and heard nothing. Yeah, I've heard nothing either, Tommy. I've heard nothing from that message that I told you about. I've had nothing either. The legend said, I've had a bad week, my first no sale day in a long time. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, legend. It always kind of feels like a defeat, doesn't it? You get a no sales day. And I know I've not had one in a while, but I tell you what, this last week, a couple of days, one sale. That's no good. That's not good. But hopefully we'll claw it back next week. Not a bad week considering hardly listed anything. Could be the end of the tax year and half term both at the same time. Last week on personal, eBay was slow, but business was very busy. There's all kinds of reasons, Cliff, really. But I guess when you have a store like mine, which is completely mixed, there's toys on there, there's clothing on there, there's collectibles, there's sports stuff, everything, all kinds of things. When your store is like that, I find it hard to believe that there's reasons such as half-term, holidays, weather. I always think if you've got a mixed store, you should be able to ride through those kind of blips. That's just my opinion. I just feel like it shouldn't affect you as badly. Whereas if you have a niche store, then you can genuinely be affected by certain things depending on what kind of thing you sell. Dave says, I've had the worst week since I went full time. Yesterday was the first no sales day in 3 years. Did a sell similar on 99 items at the start of this live and sold 2 items already. There you go, Dave. Yeah. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, but I know you do absolutely brilliantly on eBay, more than most of us. And, it'll bounce back next week. And I think I remember you saying earlier in the chat, Dave, that you'd perhaps not been doing as much. Is that what you said? You were skiving off or something? So maybe that has had an effect. Last 4 days, items sold 22, 18, 7, 8 items. Really poor. Depends what your benchmark is, but if that's poor for you, then I'd have taken that last week, Steve. I'd have taken that because it's not been good at all. But it depends, depends on your levels, doesn't it? Everyone works at different levels. 174 and 38. Thank you, Alan. Thanks for reminding everybody. Don't forget to hit the like button. Damien had one sale yesterday, $2.99. Well, you just scraped by a no sales day. Don't get me wrong. It's not the end of the world. You get a no sales day. It really isn't the end of the world. But I don't know. Just mentally, I just try and avoid it at all costs. It's like if I'm getting to like 6, 7 o'clock at night and I'm heading for a no sales day, I'm seriously looking at any offers that are coming in and going out, and I'm trying to prevent it. It's just a psychological thing. It means nothing, but I just try and prevent it at all costs. Even if I have to give someone an amazing offer on something, I just want to prevent it. People have taken kids away for Easter and spending family time, so that will have a knock-on. Yeah, maybe a small knock-on. I don't believe that it's a big knock-on. Had a terrible week, but I'm a part-timer. Well, at least you don't rely on it, Fletch. But it will. It'll bounce back. Auctions are the only way to shift stuff sometimes. It's a roller coaster. Yeah, it is AMPR. Monkey50 says, no sales day today, but hitting my minimum weekly sales. That's good. It's good that you keep hitting it. Buyers offering silly money for stuff they want at half price. I've had a few low ballers this week. I have auctions every day. That's all I've ever done. That's a good plan. Sold 355 Friday till today. Not huge sales. Had a lot of auctions finishing. Got 43 parcels going out. Well, that's great. That's great. At least you've got stuff moving. It's important to keep it moving, isn't it? Terrible week of non-payers. I tell you what, Brooke, I've had so many non-payers. I had 8 waiting for payment last week at one point, and that's when you're having a bad week and you start getting these cancellation after cancellation after cancellation. It really has. It feels like it has a knock-on effect. But more orders cancelled due to non-payment than actually sent out. Yeah, you're probably right. Things will pick up. Got to ride it. Yeah. Greg had a good week. Few higher value sales to the US. That's good. Just got to keep pushing, Husty, haven't you? Just keep going. Keep going and it'll swing around. This time next week, we might have had an amazing week. Had some good sales from some free stock. Someone who Haley told what I do, invited me around. Oh, that's good, isn't it? Can't beat free, can you? Highs and lows, ups and downs, strikes and gutters. True enough. Yes, nice analogies. Mikey had a terrible week this week. Sales almost flatlined. And the last 4 days had a glitch from eBay, which could not enter any item specifics. Oh, blimey. That is a bit of a pain in the backside, isn't it? All right, dear. She's off to bed. She says good night, don't you? Oh, she's getting into bed, apparently. 2 million have left the country on holiday as well. Dumpster Kings, I made £170 last week, and that's it. Lucky I have several streams of income, but if I was just on eBay, yeah, you wouldn't, would you? You wouldn't, Martin. No. But you have to have multiples, I think, now. You've got to have different things going on. And you've got a great YouTube channel as well to fall back on, which is cool, which is brilliant. 30 plus orders for the weekend. That's good, Tommy. It's not bad at all, is it, really? Mr. Crummy, last 7 days, 28 sales, 821 turnover. It's a good turnover for 28. Average sale price is good. Yeah, totally. It happens. That's how it happens. Happens a lot. Debbie says there's a YouTuber that stays on top of eBay almost daily. He says eBay has a lot of outages, so he opens tickets to let them know. If he doesn't sell at least $700 a day, he knows there's a glitch. Wow. I tell you what, $700 a day. What's that in English? About 550 quid. I'd take that. I'd take that. eBay gum's been amazing. We can't all be George Ross. Yeah, I've not even got half of them listed, Husty, yet. Not even got half of them listed at the moment. I don't want to put them all on at once, you see. So I'm having a one in, one out at the minute. So when one sells, another one goes on. Clementine Mandarin, been full-time since 2008 and literally the worst it's ever been. Oh dear. I'm sorry to hear that. Fingers crossed for you that things take a turn for the better. Debbie says, I've been selling some older listings. That's always nice, isn't it? To shift older stock. Is it because you've been like reassessing your listing and refreshing it? Cheers, Lin. You'll have to come back and see if you won the duck race. It takes a certain amount of figuring out what eBay want you to do, and you best do it to the letter or else. Yeah. It's been an okay week, says Phil. No sale day on Saturday, first of the year. And on a Saturday, yeah, true. Walking for weight loss, welcome. That's a new name. I seem to get good days and then nothing for ages, then another brilliant day and then like nothing. Someone is switching it on and off. Yeah. I mean, most of the time, my graphs go like this. Like that, day to day, like that, literally. Up, down, up, down. Yeah. Jack says, last week was okay. Recent weekends have been terrible. Slowly picking up. Good. People are now buying what they need, not what they want. The pressure of the economic situation on people as it is now is only the beginning. We'll see. I still think people will buy, but I think it should work in our benefit as secondhand sellers, because people will buy secondhand when they only bought new. I think people will turn to eBay more and more, and sites like eBay, because eBay have a lot of competition now. So I don't know. I think we should be able to ride it out more than say the high street stores. I think they will suffer a lot more than us. Peter Ray says, not bad sales this bank holiday, been car booting and buying. I had some cracking buys at the weekend. Wait until the next couple of boot sale videos. Yeah, I know. Once Love said, I had some dude demanding that I send him an offer on one of my items that he wasn't even watching. Constant messages from him. I think he was more desperate for the sale than I was. I hate it when they offer less than half price. I feel like saying, come back when you're willing to make a proper offer. I know what you mean. I know. That's Urban Picker. Oh, okay. So many factors. Yeah, it is true. There's so many factors. List any Barbie and Super Mario stuff. Yeah, good idea. Oh, just to buy right buys. Yeah, sometimes it takes time, doesn't it, Debbie? You know, sometimes your item is so unusual that you just have to wait for the right person to come along. Yeah. Day after day after day. If I ever get a line like that that's quite high, it's very unusual. Defo glitching on eBay. Can't find some of my active listings with the word Samsung, but Samsung camera finds them. Yeah, I've found that this week when I've been doing some searches. Like certain words don't bring it up, but then you've got those words in your title. I make loads more money during the week compared to weekends. Yeah, I think I tend to do better during the week than at weekends. Jack of all trades, if you send an offer out and the buyer accepts and they don't pay, does the buyer get a strike against them? Well, they're meant to. But my question has always been to eBay is how many of those strikes can a buyer have before eBay take action? And I've never had the answer to that. So I'm not even sure if the strike is real. They say that they do get a strike, but I don't know what implications that is for somebody's account. Probably nothing, I would suspect. The search software on eBay is totally broken. I had many conversations about it. Yeah, you're not going to get them to change it, though, are you? Big job. Okay, right. I think we've sorted all that out. Let's do another little competition, shall we? And then we'll auction a mystery box. Should we do that afterwards? Okay. Stand by, folks. Stand by. We've got the next. This is heavy coming up.
Great Scott. I know, this is heavy. It's heavy. It's heavy. It's heavy. It's heavy.
Are you ready for the next one? Get your guesses at the ready. So the rules, I'll repeat the rules again very quickly. Anybody in the world can try and win this little competition. I will send you something in the post. Doesn't matter where you are. All you've got to do is guess the weight of the item that I'm about to show you. And it must be in grams. So 50 grams, 100 grams. If it's over a kilo that you think, then it must be in grams. So if it's 1.5 kilos, then you need to put 1,500 grams, okay? You cannot go over the weight. If you go over, you are bust. You must be under or exact. And the nearest person to do it first is the winner. So I'll let you have a little look. Good night, Belle. Night, dear. What does this weigh, do you think? This little bobblehead. Got a little bit of weight to it. It's not as light as the other one. There's your clue. What does he weigh, do you think? I'm going to let you have a little look so that we get through this little time delay that you all keep complaining about. Time delay, my ass. Come on, what does he weigh? I'm going to start the 10-second countdown in just a few seconds. Got a little bit of weight to him. That's all you're getting. So here we go. I'm going to start the timer, and then I'm going to write end in the chat. Any guesses after end will be disqualified. Don't forget, you can only guess once. Come on, get your guesses in.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Put end in the chat. No more guesses. Let's see who's going to be after the end. Let's see. Stephen Walker, you're a disgrace. You had ages then to get your guess in. Okay. Right. The answer. So, Jeff, are you ready? Come on. Get scrolling down your phone, Jeff. Come on. Get back to the start of the answers. Right. The answer is 483 grams. 483. That is the answer. So who got the closest without going over? I'm going to have a scan. I'm sure Jeff will have a scan. So 483. Let's see who got it. 483. I don't think anyone's going to get this bob on. At the moment, I've got Lana as the lead, 466. Can anyone get closer? Mr. Crummy, 476. Ooh, Emsden, you were close. Is anyone going to get closer than 476? Peter Ray was close. Secret Carper was close. Oh, Sharon Bradford, you were close. I think Mr. Crummy is the closest here. Joan popped out to the kitchen and missed it. Yeah, I think it's Mr. Crummy. You're too late, Cinema Music. You're too late. Crummy has it. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's Crummy. Where's Jeff? Jeff, come on. I was relying on you. There we go. Mr. Crummy. Yeah, there you go. All right. Mr. Crummy, let me make a note. Mr. Crummy. Well, I think I've got Mr. Crummy's address from last week. Once loved treasures, will you send me your address so I can send you something in the post, please? So that's the two winners, Mr. Crummy and Once Loved. Okay. And we've got the duck race coming up shortly. So stay tuned. In the meantime, what else have I got that I've missed off today? Done that. We've done that. Whatnot Wednesday. Whatnot. I've got to have another show on Whatnot, 7 p.m. this Wednesday, if you want to come along. If you've not had a free tenner yet and you've never set up a Whatnot account, you can get £10 to spend for free. When you get a tenner, I get a tenner to spend for free as well. That's the beauty of it. We both get £10. So there is a link in the description, or it's on the pinned post. If you want to sign up to Whatnot and get £10 for free to spend, you don't have to spend it with me. You can spend it on any other seller on Whatnot. It doesn't have to be me. So yeah, hopefully see you 7 p.m. Wednesday for loads of cool stuff auctioned on Whatnot. Now, talking of auctions, I've got one now. It's a typical Car Boot Chris mystery box. And here it is. It's a big box. And I'm going to auction this off right now. So here's the rules. This box has 30 or more items, minimum 30. There definitely will be a couple more items in there. It's a mixture of pop culture, a bit of clothing, some toys in here. It's basically a mixed bag of pop culture stuff with a few added extras in here. So it's UK only, please. UK only, because I'm going to do free postage on this. So whatever the final price is will be free postage. And it does cost me about £7 to post this to you. So just bear that in mind. Who wants to start the bids? There is over 30 items in here. And it will go out. What day is it? It will go out probably tomorrow. If you pay quick enough, tomorrow morning. Otherwise, it'll be Wednesday. We've got Dave ABL. Cheers, Dave. Dave straight in at 40 quid. 41 from the Monkey Thrifter. I don't mind if anyone makes videos, YouTube or whatever, and they want to do an unboxing on it, it's absolutely fine. You can do that. Let me see if I can dig something out to show you. There's some pop figures in here. There's some normal figures. There's something The Walking Dead I can see here. What else can I see? Some loose figures. There's a board game at the bottom here. I can see a big board game that goes the whole length of this box. Only just fits in it. £50 Fezzer is in at 50. ABL's in at £55. Thank you, Dave. There's some toys. Let me get over there. Might be a mug of some kind, I can see, possibly. Some Blu-rays. All kinds of stuff. There'll be stuff in here that you might be able to resell. There'll be stuff in here that you might want to gift to people, or you might want to keep them yourself. So here it is. Big box. Big, nice FedEx box. Right, we're on £55. Dave ABL. Okay, we're going to say go in once. No, we've gone up to 56 with Greg. Thank you, Greg. Appreciate your bid. Is there any Prime in it? No, there isn't any Prime. I see walking death in the mirror every day. Okay, we're going. Any Disney? There's some Disney stuff in here, Kathy. Yeah, there's definitely some Disney in there. Oh, Mikey's coming at £58. Okay, come on, let's wrap this up now. Let's wrap this up and we can move on and get the duck race done. We're at £58. Going once to Mikey at £58. Going once. We're going to say going twice to Mikey at £58. If anyone else comes in with a bid, I'm going to start that again. Going twice to Mikey at £58. I'm going to start typing in the box here, hammer down, and after that, there's no more. Fez is in at 60, but then Greg's in at 60. So on my screen, I'm seeing Greg as the current leader. Sorry, Fezza, but just it's the order that I'm seeing it. Something red is reflecting in your face. I don't know. Going once to Greg. Going once to Mikey at £64. Okay, come on, we're gonna wrap this up now. Going twice to Mikey at £64. And I'm gonna start writing that hammer down now in the chat. We're gonna call this a day. And going 3 times to Mikey at £64. Has it worked? Yes. Mikey, thank you very much. 64 quid, that's a bargain. I think you're going to be pretty happy with that £64. Definitely going to be happy. I hope anyway. Fingers crossed. Thank you. Oh, in the box. Thanks, Mikey. Please send me a message and we'll sort it all out. We'll do a deal. We'll do the deal. Get your address. I'll get it posted out to you later this week. All done. Thank you, Mikey. And thanks to everyone who bid, who was willing to go and buy that. By gum. God, don't I have to give them a lot of plugs, don't I? Can we do bank transfer, Mikey? I don't really deal with PayPal anymore. I don't do PayPal really. I try to avoid it because it's just another thing you have to account for as well. I'll send me a message anyway. Send me a message. We'll sort it out. Synonym user only Northerners say pound as opposed to pounds. Chris, great to hear familiar grammar. What did I say? What did I say? £64. £64. It's pound, isn't it? Pound. £64. That's normal. That's right. That's the right way to say it. Right. Okay. Where are we up to? Have I missed anything out tonight? Because my head's mashed now. Right. Let me go down my list. Hang on. Done. Done. Thank you to those of you who bought clothing mystery boxes last week. I sold a few clothing mystery boxes. I was doing them at £60 free postage for 20 items of clothing. And I sold a few last week. So thank you to everybody who purchased those. Hopefully you'll be happy with them. If anybody else does want any, I've still got loads of death pile stock to get through. So if you do want anything like that, send me a message on Instagram and we'll sort it out. Like I say, I was doing them at £60 free postage, 20 items. That's £3 an item in the box. And just a real mixed bag of stuff generally. So do send me a message if you're interested in that. And now I need to get ready for the duck race. Duck race with the new mic, yes. I say pound and I'm kind of southern, said Fluffy. Was I in time for the duck race? I think so. £64 is correct. Right. You lot need to just amuse yourselves for a minute or two. And let me just get myself ready. I'll make sure I've not missed anybody off. Let me just check. Okay, hang on. I have missed a couple off, so just give me 2 ticks. 2 seconds. Damien's at it again. I'm going to bloody kill him. Right, I think I'm up to date. A few that I missed off there. Okay. Right, are we ready for this? We've got 75 ducks in the race tonight. 75. We need to do 2 minutes there. Set that. Shuffle the old duckies. Shuffle them about a bit. And let's just pop back to the chat. Okay, right. We are good to go on the duck race. Let's get ducktails going. Once we've set the scene, we can start the race. Are we all ready? Are we all ready? Oh. Sorry, she's not asleep yet. Okay, everybody. Okay, roll up. Let's get going with tonight's duck race. And let's share the screen. Here we go. And we're ready. I don't know what number duck race it is. Santa can let us know, or Jeff can, one or the other. We're going to shuffle those ducks and well and truly shuffle the pack there. And here we go for the duck race. And they're off. And it's a very tight pack at the front of the race today. Alan Starbucks is there with his naked duck. We've got Greg at the bottom with the strawberry head. All Sorts is at the front too with Chris Tyler, Armsy, Helen, Hillary Rhodes, Ensden, and See What You Buy, all kind of leading the pack. But it changes very, very quickly. Armsy is forward and back. Alan Starbucks is sticking it out at the front. Wee Junior's come out of nowhere. She's dressed as an alien today. And Mike and Francis we can see at the bottom of the page there. Heavenly Boots is now coming up at the bottom. Prozza is there. Prozza's going to take the lead in the race now. And the legend is coming up. Joan in the middle. Bellboy Dan is wearing all pink today. And Lisa now with a top hat. Towards the back of the pack, we're not seeing any action from Richard Payne. There's nothing going on with Nespresso. And Jason Entwistle is just coming up the middle of the pack, flying through the middle of the pack there. You've never seen anyone go so quick in your life. He's come from the back to almost at the front. All Sorts is now leading with Joan and Lisa. It looks like a 3-duck race at the moment. Monkey Thrifter is there. He's naked. And Goat Jazz with the pirate outfit is leading now. So Ali Evans in the middle of the pack. We've got the Thrifting Karen at the bottom. And Once Loved is kind of stuck in the middle, kind of being crowded out there, not able to make any headway at all. Gwaz at the top. And Richard Payne is just sort of thinking about doing something, but then doesn't bother. Jack of all trades, Thrifting Karen. It's changing by the second. Flip and Phil is now a clear leader with 15 seconds to go. Talia in second place. Tap Peddler in third. Kazi in fourth. It's going to be Flip and Phil. Flipping it. No, it's not. It's Talia. Talia's leading. The legend. I can't even call this. AMPR comes out of nowhere to touch the win. It's a clear win for AMPR. Came out of nowhere. There we go. Well done to AMPR. Nice one. Came out of the pack there to win that one. Absolutely brilliant. It's race number 62, says Jeff. Well done to AMPR. You are a winner. AMPR, can you send me your address details, please? This week's prize, by the way, guys, I forgot to mention, is provided by Lindsay and Alvin, the dumpster divers. And they will be sending your prize out. Thank you, Lindsay and Alvin. Really appreciate you pulling up that prize for us. Is it AMPR's first win? I didn't even see Oliver Ian. I didn't even see Olivia. How many ducks? 75. Not much luck with the strawberry one. Thanks, Chris. Another week ruined. Yes. Yeah. Good old Police Academy. That was a classic joke, wasn't it? Yeah, thank you to Lindsay and Alvin. Go and check out their channel. Lindsay and Alvin Dumpster Divers that are providing the night's prize. Let's turn this music off before it drives us nuts. You'll be humming that in your dreams tonight. We've come to kind of the end of the show. And as predicted, as soon as the duck race ends, about a third of the people just exit the show. Just leave. It's like, duck race is done. Chris has got nothing else interesting to talk about. They're probably right. That's not the point. Right. This is the time of the show when we need to do a bit of sharing. Because sharing is caring, apparently, according to one person.
Sharing is caring. Share the love.
Seamless introduction. She's not here, but she is in spirit. Okay, so if you want to share your YouTube channels, your Instagrams, your eBay offers, your eBay pages, shops, what else can you share? Your TikTok addresses, I don't know, your Twitter handles. You can share it now. Now is the time. And you have 2 minutes exactly to share before we move on. So you've got until this music ends. Get your sharing in now. Let's see who we've got shared. Lindsay and Alvin. Oliver Ian's actually become like a resident appearance on the a resident on the show, the live show. So that's why little Steve is sharing. He's on every week now. Lindsay and Alvin's sharing movie chats. They've obviously got an agreement between themselves. UK Dumpster Kings is a great channel, says Santa. Martin, yeah, go watch some dumpster diving. DB Resells. Lindsay and Alvin again gets a shout out here from M's Den. SB Reselling Sophie, go and check out her channel. There's SB as well. There is only one Instagram, the Carolina Claus. Go and follow Santa on Instagram. What better way to get ready for Christmas? Subscribe to the Tap Peddler. Cherry Jane's channel there from Tommy Lee. Amanda Anything Vintage. Just don't share your car details. Yeah, that's not a good idea. Check out Lee's channel, Fix It for Reselling. Peter Ray's Adventures. And of course, M's Den. Instagram, Cherry. Tommy Lee's currently fixing a boombox on his channel. Anything Vintage again. Tommy Lee Jones. Dave ABL's channel. Don't forget Dave. Also the Monkey Thrifter there. Cherry Jane. Cherry's nearly on 400 on Insta. That's good going. The Monkey Thrifter. Tonks Boutique. We've got Anything Vintage again. Night's Life. Don't forget Night's Life. Lindsay and Alvin. Movie Chats. The Cherry Jane again. And M's Den again. Thank you everybody for sharing. That's it. That's it. Sharing is over. Sharing a love with my better half. Who's this? Who's she talking about? Thank you for not only working your butt off Day in, day out, but looking after me. There you go. You see? All you haters out there. Team Chris. Hashtag Team Chris. Thank you, dear. Oh, 4K. Oh, I said 4K, didn't I? 4,000. Didn't I say that? And don't forget Tam and Bell Resell as well. And ABL. And Bell's Craft Corner. There you go. A few extras at the end there. Right, what's coming up on the channel this week? Okay, we're going to do a lunch hour live this week. I'm really sorry. I just ran out of time last week. My plan was to do Friday, but then we got caught up doing some stuff on Friday, so I didn't end up doing it. So this week we'll be back on it, lunch hour live this week at some point, so look out for that. And then we'll have a boot sale video out at the weekend. We've got a couple of boot sale videos in the bank. Yeah, so they should be good. Look out for those. Back at Torbay Car Boot for their first boot sales of the season. Torbay Car Boot is my local boot sale, literally about a 10-minute drive from here. So I'm really pleased they're back on, but they are early starts. They are 5:30 get-ups. So it's a bit of a killer, but never mind. You got to do what you got to do to get your stock in and get some videos made. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, cheers, Mike and Francis. Pass the bucket. That's funny. That's funny. Thanks, Debbie. Thanks for popping along. Enjoy the rest of your day. What? This is disgraceful. Get out. Get out now. Leave. Please not Friday for lunch out. No, I might do one earlier in the week. Can't make it on Friday. Yeah, I'll try not to do Friday. Cheers, Husty. Laura, I said it's not the same without you. Thanks, Ems Den. Hope to see you guys back on YouTube soon, hopefully. Cheers, Annabelle Hayden, whoever that is. Imposter. Thank you, Dave. Yep, cheers, everyone. I'm down to the bottom of it. Anybody who's won anything or bought anything tonight, please send me your addresses or contact me on Instagram or Facebook. If you're interested in clothing mystery boxes, contact me on Instagram or Facebook. We'll do that. I've got to clear stock before we move. I'm buying loads in, but I've also got loads in my def pile. So I need to clear through. I need to get through stock. So hopefully we'll see you on the next one. And if you want to enter next week's duck race, you need to comment on tonight's show when it's finished. When the stream is finished, just come back a few minutes later and you can make a comment, and that will enter you into the duck race, providing we don't have more than 100 ducks, because 100 is the maximum. So thanks everyone for watching. Cheers for your support. I've been on my own. I've done my best, and hopefully Belle will be with us again next week. See you all. Take care. Thanks very much for watching, really appreciate it. If you want to catch up on another one of my videos, you can try one like this or one like this. They're both good ones. Give it a go, or you can subscribe by pressing this button here. There you go. See you later.